How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Right now we are at a local Ford dealership and I've been told that there's another new GT500 for sale. This one also priced at $180,000. So we're gonna walk in and see if this is true. Also, I'm told that the color combo is pretty unique actually. It's black with blue stripes. I haven't seen that yet. Let's go check it out. So here we are, we've made it, and as you guys saw in the last video, these new GT500s are finally showing up to dealerships, which means we can finally start buying them. Here we go. Walking inside. Oh, wow. 2020 Shelby GT500 carbon track back, carbon fiber wheels. Wow. That exposed look too looks insane. It seems like from this angle it may have some scratches right there. As you can tell, this one has the painted Kona blue stripes, the blue stripes on it. And it's seamless, the $10,000 option. And our track pack is going to have this, but instead it's going to be white stripes. But it looks really cool. The vinyl stripes actually stop right before where the panel ends and the next one begins, like a gap. So the painted stripes, that goes away. But it's really up to the buyer if they think that option's worth $10,000. But for my build, since we had a good deal on the car, might as well go all out on it. It's called Double Golden Ticket, and that's exactly what this one is right here. This one does not have the front side splitter wickers installed yet, or the front splitter. Once that gets put on, it makes the entire look way meaner, way cooler. So I guess whoever does buy this, that's going to be part of the PDI process. What's interesting, though, is that Ford released a new memo to a dealership stating that they should not put on the wickers or the gurney flap on the GT500s because they want that to be a track feature. It's up to the owner to put that on, specifically for the track. But what do you think of this massive GT4 style carbon fiber wing? This one is set in the standard mode and it's got another setting under it. As you can tell, you can just change the adjustment right there, quick and easy with those bolts. And in track mode, it gives you the full 550 pounds of downforce at the max speed of 180 miles an hour. Total price though is $86,000 for this car. MSRP is $105,000, $105,890, so the same MSRP as our track pack, but then there's a markup of about $80,000. They want $80,000 over sticker for their new track pack GT500, the same amount that Ken Grody just sold theirs for. They're rapid red with I think black painted stripes. Woo! $180,000 for a carbon trackback GT500. That must be the new norm in California, right? When these cars first come out, you see the massive markups. And another one for $80,000 over sticker. What is happening? It's like you wait a few years for this new car to come out, and it finally comes out. You live in California, and what do? Well, do you deal with the markups? Do you pay $80,000 over sticker? I know I could never do that. I can't afford that. But for some people, well, for most of us, this is what we're dealing with. When it comes to a new Shelby, every time there's massive markups, and you gotta wait a few years until it goes to MSRP, because I guarantee you, well, I think that just in a year or two, that you can buy these new track packs for MSRP all day long. Same with the R. When the R first came out, dealerships were asking $50K over sticker. They're saying, oh, it's beyond hard to get. It's a limited allocation. We're only getting one of them. But then the next year comes around, right? They get another one. And then 2 years later, you're starting to see used ones. Also, they're seeing so many at dealerships that, well, there's no point to charge a markup because the demand isn't quite there. These cars are Mustangs, so that is one thing to keep in mind. It shares the same body as that GT over there, a $40,000 car or so. That one for $180,000, it really goes against what a Mustang is. These are affordable sports cars, affordable pony cars if you want to call them that. Now, for $180,000, It's no different than a Lamborghini, the pinnacle kind of vehicle that you want to strive for your entire life to be able to achieve. The sad part is, by making the car cost $180,000, it's no longer going to be available to that working class of people that the Mustang has always been designed for, aimed at. For example, if I didn't have my deal for the track pack, there would have been no way for me to get one of these cars, if the market truly is like this all over the country. What's unfortunate is that Ford can't exactly do much about this because these cars are sold by separate businesses, right? Each dealership you see is independently owned, and they can't put their foot down and say, hey, you can't charge that much money over sticker. We said MSRP, and that is what you will charge. They can't do that. So I think Ford gets a bad rep for that, but the same goes for a lot of manufacturers out there. So you see like a new C8 Corvette. Some dealerships might want to charge markup, some don't. So for example, my dealership, Bobstall Chevrolet, I'm paying MSRP for my C8 Corvette. What gets me though is that prices can get so high and still nothing can be said, because you can easily find a track pack right now for $20K over sticker, $15K over sticker if you look out of state. But here in California, no. The market right now that dealerships are saying is $80,000 over sticker for a car that's going to be built for a few years. At roughly a little over 1,000 track packs per year for a handful of years, it's not so limited, is it? You can also buy a decently spec'd out C8 Corvette. Actually, my C8 Corvette is $82,000. That markup is $80,000. So you can almost get those two cars. You're basically buying them a C8 Corvette. We are at Chevy. Can't wait for our C8 Corvette to come in anytime now. The new mid-engine Corvette starts at $60,000, and there are way more MSRP deals for the Corvette than the GT500. And also, in context, they're making way more, so like $30,000 a year of the mid-engine Corvette. A lot more than the GT500. It's like 6 times the amount. Okay, you know what? Scratch that. I was just told that the Chevy dealer back there where to stop that, they have a handful of C8s coming in. They have like 80 or so people on their waiting list to get it. And the dealership spec'd out the cars themselves, and they're selling them to the highest bidder as soon as they arrive. That shows you it's not just the Fords, but I will say the Ford markups seem to always be a lot more than what you see with the Chevys, but again, that's because of production volumes. $1,000 a year for the GT500 track pack versus $30,000 or so C8s. What do you think? If you had to choose between the $180,000 GT500 track pack down there or the NSX for $175,000, which one would you go with? And here we are at the Porsche dealership, because as you know, there are a ton of different options out there for $180,000. Would you look at that? I've been hearing a lot about this, the Porsche Taycan, the electric Taycan Turbo S. Forgive me if I'm not saying it correctly, but I've been hearing a lot about this car. It's got a ton of power. It's insanely quick. MSRP is $185,000. This one is optioned out to $206,000. This could be another choice. With the current prices of the GT500s, why wouldn't you want to buy a Porsche? Now that is what I'm talking about. Porsche GT3, which I'm pretty sure is going to be cheaper than that $180,000 GT500. I hope that shows you that when you see a GT500 for sale with an $80,000 markup, there's always other vehicles out there to consider, and paying that much money over a sticker, is it exactly worth it? Well, I guess it's up to you to decide that. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out, and subscribe for much more great videos coming your way. I'll see all of you in the next episode.